Admiral Nathani, General Sanjay Verma, Chair of Excellence with DRDO, Colonel Kuber, Director Aerospace and Defense at Ernst & Young, distinguished chairs and panelists, all the participants from the three services, esteemed veterans present here, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning and a warm welcome to each one of you for this seminar on military power systems, which we are co-hosting within Indian Military Review. Now, this is something which is very critical for platforms, war fighters, and bases alike. But while the policy changes to usher in Atmanirbharta in defense, they have gained a lot of traction and momentum, and there are clear signs of seeing that happen. But very ironically, when it comes to power systems, traditionally, I guess, we have been a little slow. It is the deliverables are not visible as far as military power systems are concerned. Let's just take a look at the propulsive power. We all are aware that what are the dialogues and parleys going on about the GE 414 engine for our Tejas Mark II for the advanced medium combat aircraft. We are also equally aware of the discussions that the HAL is having, the deal perhaps with Safran for co-developing and designing helicopter engines. We are also equally aware that for our light tanks, we are partnering with Cummins to make the engine. As for our own indigenous unmanned platforms are concerned, the male class UAVs, Tapas and Archer, indigenous engine for that is still work in progress. Indigenous gas turbine, diesel engines, air independent propulsion systems for even our bigger surface platforms of the Indian Navy, that too is work in progress. So a lot more needs to be done here. If you look at another parallel technology which is used for propulsion, let's look at electric propulsion. The world over, even for the aircraft carriers like the Queen Elizabeth class, they have moved on to electric propulsion. EMALS, electromagnetic aircraft launch systems, are a reality today. And so are electric systems for destroyers like the Zumwalt class destroyer for the United States. You also have electromagnetic railguns, you have directed energy weapons on ships. The problem on ships is only one of design. Of course, Admiral Nathani and others know a lot more about it, but those things are already a reality today. As far as aircraft are concerned, space, gravity and center of gravity and many other considerations rule out, retrospectively putting in something over there. Either it is a part of your design or it is not. So super capacitors and batteries, flexible batteries put along with the aircraft surfaces, those are the kind of research and development in which the world is moving. Of course, in the civilian side, commercial aviation, they are also experimenting with entirely eVTOL electric systems, but that's for a smaller, lighter category. As far as our tanks are concerned, there is now R&D taking forward an approach of a hybrid design, or not just mechanical power, but also hybrid power through electrical power. That is the way forward. So we need to discuss as we go along today as to what are the problems here, what are the possibilities that exist, and what are the prospects that we have in our context, which solutions meet our requirements. Moving beyond platforms, let me say a bit about advanced power solutions which are there for the war fighters, which are there for smart sensors, which are there for intelligent munitions, for communications, as also for a plethora of unmanned systems in all the domains. I mean, these things powered suitably are clearly becoming the defining features of success on the battlefield today. And this is for a good reason. We all are aware that victorious outcomes today, success today is designed by how you manage information. So information, intelligence, data gathering, processing, sharing, all of these capabilities are required to be able to have a shared situational awareness in real time, and that is what gives you a decision superiority. But what we must note here is that any and everything of what I've just spoken of has to be powered by systems which are reliable, which have endurance, which are available to you, which are affordable, power systems which do not add to acoustic, to thermal or to logistic footprints, power systems which do not take away your lethality, your survivability, your mobility. So those are the kind of power systems that you require today. And especially in the kind of varied environmental circumstances that we have as a country, super high altitudes and very, I would say, warm areas in the deserts. So the varied conditions in which we have to employ our systems, the requirements for power systems are very extreme. So clearly, what is the answer? The direction in which everybody is moving is swap C2, size, weight, power, cost and cooling. And I must also add interchangeability, because going forward we are seeing that the variability and the numbers of these power systems, anything introduced comes with its own peculiar power source. So look at the variety which is there today, and we need to harmonize and find answers for that. So we need to leverage advanced materials, we need to leverage technology to be able to deliver smart power solutions at the cutting edge. And when I say that, what we are talking about is that we need body-worn power source, distributed power source on a soldier. We want power scavenging, we want power energy harvesting, we want wireless and beam-based charging, also wave-based propulsion for our unmanned systems, some of these smaller ones. And we also must discuss today as to what should be the way forward for our 5G, 6G based Internet of Military Things that we wish to exploit going forward. So today we have gathered to be hearing the perspectives of the users, particularly the problems that they envisage, the requirements that they have in their minds, and alongside we wish to hear the views of participants from DRDO. We have participants from I think 4 or 5 very promising labs, research center in RCI Hyderabad. We have a participant from DRDL. We have a participant from what do you call that, DBIRD, right? I could have got the acronym a little wrong. So we have these experts with us today, and DRDO has about 15 and 16 and more labs dealing particularly with energy and power systems. So it's very important to know what is their perspective on it. And as we discuss solutions, we must in particular discuss the success which has been achieved, the promising solutions that the commercial world has found. And when I say that, I'm talking about EVs, I'm talking about personal devices, very smart and good solutions they have found. So we must discuss our solutions, how we can leverage those. So in sum, the seminar today, we hope to, we propose to shine a spotlight on military power systems, and we have got very good curated sessions. A session after this will be dealing particularly with the communication and land forces requirements. The session after that will be focused on the aerial and maritime requirements for power systems, and the last session will focus on futuristic solutions as far as power solutions are concerned. So we wish to see a very involved discussion going forward, so that we can have collaborative and very creative solutions for our power requirements. Thank you and Jai Hind.